everyone, welcome back. So it's the end of the year and I was thinking I should maybe make a video about what's my channel about, because I've been receiving this huge feedback on a lot of questions about, especially about the breatharian process things, transition and stuff like that. And I just want to explain a bit about why I actually started making videos in the first place, and to give you a little context, because my channel is not entirely dedicated to breatharianism, and I didn't start it like that at all. So as I was mentioning in some previous videos, is 3-4 years ago I suffered from depression, and obviously I got out of it. I healed myself, and there was a process, and in that process I was already starting writing my first book, and then I was inspired by source. So I'm like, okay, now it's time to actually start making videos, because this will actually unlock the creativity, well, a certain part of creativity, because it's one thing when you actually do the day job, which for me is like, my profession is an architect. So that I was already like, I knew that, I've done that for so many years, that I was just like, you know how to do certain things. But source is like, no, you have to like open other channels that you have closed, because before studying architecture and working as an architect, I have studied arts, and I actually studied all from like fashion design, but then went to painting, and then I switched to architecture because I felt like, oh, this is where I feel the most at home. And from here, a lot of wonderful things have happened for me professionally, and have taken me places, and professionally a lot of good things have happened for me in this area. But through the depression, through the challenges that I had at that time in my life, I was forced by sources, and like, no, you're gonna have to do this, because this not only will open, it will heal you, because you will heal by actually talking about certain things. You will open your creativity, you'll get your creativity back, and your self-confidence, because that's what was attacked. Because I am, obviously you don't know me, but it's like, I'm just telling you, it's like, I'm not somebody that is weak or is like very easily like go into a corner and cry, because no, although of course I have feelings and I am sensitive and whatever, but I am actually a strong person. I have a strong mind, and I have this inner strength that has guided me and got me through a lot of challenges in my own life. But in those years, that thing has been attacked a lot. So I had to like restart, because at some point I said, like, what's the point of everything what I've done so far if I feel like this leads nowhere? And anyway, the story is bigger than that, and if you're interested, there's a lot of clues in the book. Well, it's a first one in a series of 4. And by the way, this is not a breatharian book, but then again, it encompasses my own journey, elements of my own life, what goes further. But then again, it's connected with the journey that I'm going through right now. Anyways, and going back, just like why I was making video, well, it was because of that, and because when I was actually a student, like when I was studying architecture, and I was like, I think it was the 5th year when we had this like film project or whatever, and this is when I actually got interested in the whole filming and actually more going behind the camera and creating stuff, because I like to create a lot of things. So for me, this was another medium to create with, and that's like where the seed was planted actually initially. And then the whole depression thing happened, and well, some other wonderful things happened in the invisible, or with like the things that I call out there, which as I said, it's not that I don't want to talk about, but there's things that first of all they go into the books, and I don't want to ruin for the people that read the books. I will talk about later after I'm done with it, because I have to focus on the story and what I put there. as well as like there is a timing, and also I am aware that people, even you who are watching this, we are on different levels of understanding and experience of this whole transformation process. So I do not want to waste time by defending something or like have a an argument about certain things that I already see they're different. So it's just I'm trying to bring forward bits of information in a neutral way that will actually make you question things, even the things that you know or you think you know. And I'm trying to find a gentler way to usher in new things. Anyways, so that's basically how I actually started making videos. And I was actually talking about, maybe I'll insert a few images as like from my previous channel, where basically this was kind of like my training, my practice channel, where I was like, and back then I was living obviously in another country and I was going a lot more in nature, although now I have nature around me, but for some reason I just don't feel inspired to go film there right now. But anyway, so I was filming a lot in nature in the park. That was my favorite. I had a favorite park in Hamburg where I was living, and it was a wonderful place for me to heal every week. Whenever I would go there and film a little bit, it was just like really wonderful. So I was talking about a lot of stuff that were coming up, issues that I was confronted with and things that I was healing from. So plus the things that I want to talk about, not just the spiritual part or whatever, because I have other interests as well. As I said, I'm an architect, designer, creator. I do a lot of things like that. So I'm not just some person that lives in a cave. Not that I have anything against somebody that lives in that environment, but that's not me. So whatever you're going to see on this channel is not going to be just about the Breatharian process, although, as I said, this is part of the ascension process, about part of my journey, my own transformation journey. But obviously these videos have captured the attention of my channel, of what I was making, of my videos and my videos. I just received through that a lot of feedback. As I said, I really thank you, and I really thank you for the connection that has been made between me and some of you. It's just, you have to understand that at some point it will become impossible to answer to everyone in that detailed manner that some of you expect. And that's why my answer will be also in the form of videos, because it's much easier to do that. But yeah, it's like, please, if you feel interested in something and you leave a comment down or whatever here or YouTube or my website, it is always welcomed. And another thing is like, I will not always talk about the Breatharian process or what that universe, let's say, that process encompasses. I will talk about other things that are part of my journey, my transformation, and that are relevant, and not just for me, but in general. And some other things that, as I said, they are interesting and important to me, but also relevant for you, if you know what I mean. And yeah, so it's not going to be just about that. It's a journey. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, let's have a blast together. Well, if you're gonna keep watching my videos, of course. Either way, I'm gonna make videos. Either way, if you are going to watch it or not, because for me, this is my own journey of like expressing more creativity and expanding my own light and essence. I will end the video with an answer, is like a recommendation, is like, because a lot of people say, oh, I want to become a breatharian because I want to give up food. Well, you shouldn't become a breatharian because you want to give up food. That's just nonsense. This will happen automatically, as you go through all these changes and stages of your transformation, of your journey to freedom, because that's what it is right now. The spiritual journey is a journey to freedom. And at some point you will feel that, oh, I can't eat that heavy, oh, I can't do this, or I can't, because the body needs the space, it needs light, first of all, and the lighter the food is, has more light. And because people think it's about energy, it's about vitamins or whatever. No, it's about light, and that creates everything. And doing the breatharian process, and as I said, it's not going to guarantee that you will stop immediately to eat or drink, because as you can see, we do not live in a civilization that does not eat or does not drink. So, but it will get you to a point where you will start to see things differently, and you will improve, you have more space, you will give yourself more space for source to come in and to express to you amazing things. And that will start the journey and will continue the journey further for your transformation. So yeah, I will stop here, and I'm going to wish you a happy new year, because 2017 is going to be an extraordinary year. Already 2016 has been, even if it was challenging, but a lot of great transformation, a lot of wonderful things have happened, which I am going to talk about in January for the next Ascension update. So with that, happy new year, see you next time, ciao.